Welcome to The Explainer. So today we're going to break down this viral video that's making a pretty huge claim that Elon Musk has just confirmed a secret and pretty sinister plan for the future of all of us.
All right, so let's get right into it. The video kicks off with this super dramatic claim. I mean, it's really setting the stage for a massive conspiracy theory. And the key thing here is they're not saying this is just some guess. Nope. They're arguing it's a real plan, one that they claim Musk himself just laid out for everyone to see.
So here's the argument. Musk did this long interview, right? Almost 2 hours. And the video says he wasn't just there to talk business. The claim is he was actually dropping clues, revealing a hidden roadmap for society. A roadmap that's supposedly been in the works for a long time.
Okay, so the core claim is this: a future where work is optional and money basically loses all its meaning. Musk apparently predicted that, in maybe 10 or 20 years, AI and robots will be so good that most of our jobs, well, they'll just be gone. The video interprets Musk saying work will be optional as code for, hey, there are going to be no jobs. And if that happens, it would totally upend how our whole world works, right?
Which leads to the next section, the end of money. I mean, think about it. If no one has a job, if the whole idea of work just vanishes, what happens to money? Well, according to this theory, it becomes totally meaningless. So what fills that void?
Now, you might be thinking of a few things, right? Maybe some kind of universal digital currency or carbon credits. The speaker in the video says, nope, forget all that. They argue the real plan is way more fundamental, and it's something they say Musk himself confirmed.
And this is the big reveal, according to the video. The new currency won't be something that just represents value, like a dollar bill is a stand-in for value. No, the new currency will be the value. We're talking pure, raw energy. So having the ability to generate and control energy, that's the new form of wealth.
So how do we even wrap our heads around an idea that radical? Well, the video points to something they call a proof of concept that's already happening right now: Bitcoin. Okay, so here's how they connect Bitcoin's value to energy. Step 1, computers are just crunching these super complex math problems to mine a Bitcoin. Step 2, doing that takes a massive amount of electricity. And so step 3, each Bitcoin's value is directly tied to the real-world energy cost it took to create it. What's so interesting here is how it reframes Bitcoin, right? It's not just a digital coin. It's a measurement of energy that's been used up. The video even points out that Bitcoin mining uses more electricity than whole countries like Argentina. So the argument here is that Bitcoin is the first currency that has its value tied directly to physical energy, not just a promise from a government. You literally can't counterfeit a Bitcoin because to make a fake one, you'd have to spend the exact same enormous amount of real-world energy. So in a way, each coin is like a verifiable receipt for energy that's already been used. Okay, so if Bitcoin is the test run, how does this whole energy as currency thing scale up? How does it lead to what they're calling the next phase of the plan, this supposed utopian future? The video paints this picture of a world of total abundance. You've got robots and AI doing all the work, homes, cars, whatever you want, built on demand. And because of that, everything is basically free. The only thing that actually has value, the only resource that matters, is having cheap, clean energy to power all those robots. And this really gets to the heart of the proposed power shift. In this future, having $1 billion sitting in a bank account is completely useless if you don't have energy. The video claims someone with a desert full of solar panels would be way more powerful than a traditional billionaire. Power literally shifts from money to energy production. But, and this is a big but, the video warns that this amazing utopia, this paradise, isn't what it seems. In fact, it's a carefully laid trap. And the catch here is something called the Jevons paradox. It's this old economic idea that says when something becomes more efficient or cheaper to use, we don't use less of it, we actually use more. The video uses a great example. If Ferraris were free, you wouldn't just take one, right? You'd take all of them. And that would cause the whole system to just collapse under the weight of infinite demand. So how do you stop that collapse from happening? Well, according to this theory, the system would have to put a strict, artificial limit on how much each and every person can consume. And this is where the whole thing takes a really dark turn. The solution they propose is a system of limited personal energy credits.
Think of it like a monthly allowance, but it's not money you earn, it's a fixed ration that the system just gives you. And that, the video argues, is a perfect mechanism for total control.
So this really lays out the trap. On one hand, the promise is freedom from work, abundance for all, limitless possibilities. But the reality, according to the video, is a fixed energy allowance. Your credits can't be transferred to anyone else. They expire every month. So there's no way to save, no way to invest, no way to ever get ahead.
The results, a world where nobody can really prosper and everyone is equally dependent on the system. The ultimate takeaway here, according to the source, is the end of social mobility. The goal isn't paradise. It's to lock every single person into a fixed level of existence, totally dependent on whoever is controlling that energy supply, with absolutely zero chance of ever improving your lot in life.
And that leaves us with the final, pretty provocative question posed by the video. In a future powered by energy, who really controls the switch?